Hi, this is Ishfaq Khan, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to do accounting for salaries. For example, you have an employee having gross salary of 10,000. So at the end of each month the entry would be salary expense debit and salary payable credit. So salary expense is being debited because increase in expense is debit, and salary payable is credit because increase in liability is credit. And when you will actually pay the salary, at the time of payment of salary, salary payable will be debit. Now you have finished your liability, so liability is being decreased, so decrease in liability is debit, and you are paying by cash or bank, so decrease in asset is credited. So this is how you will record the salaries. Now if an employee has taken advance and you have to adjust that advance from the salary, how we are gonna deal with that? Suppose the same employee has gross salary of 10,000 and a loan or advance against salary has been given on 15th of January, and it has been agreed with the employee that this loan will be deducted in installment of 2,000 in each salary, maybe January, Feb and March. Now at the time of advance you will make entry as, you will debit advance to employees debit or loan to employees debit, because this is our asset and this is also your asset account, and bank or cash will be credited with 6,000. When? On 15th of Jan 2024 at the time of advance. Now, at the end of the month, you will book the salary with the full amount, not with the net amount, but your expense will be with 10,000. So, salary expense will be debit with 10,000 and salary payable will be credit with 10,000. At the time of payment, you can make entry as salary payable debit with 10,000, credit cash with 8,000 and advance to employee with 2,000. Or alternatively, you can adjust the salary amount as well. Alternatively, what you can do is that on the same date you can make this entry as well: salary expense debit with 10,000, salary payable credit with 8,000 and advance to employee account credit with 2,000. And at the time of payment you will make only one entry as salary payable debit with 8,000 and bank or cash will be credit with 8,000. So you can make it in both ways. Alright, now let's see if the taxes are involved, how you are gonna deal with that. Now we have the same employee with the salary of 10,000 and income tax that needs to be deducted and will be paid to the government is 2,000. So at the time of expense you will book your salary with the full amount, again with the 10,000. Salary payable amount would be 7,500 and income tax payable account would be 2,000. Other taxes payable 500. So this will be the full amount. Now at the time of payment of salary you will just debit the salary payable, because in decrease in liability just debit your salary payable with 7,500 and bank or cash will be credited with 7,500. And when you will pay the taxes, income tax payable debit with 2,000 and bank or cash will be credited with 2,000. And similarly other taxes or deduction will be debit, or other taxes or deduction payable will be debit with 500 and bank or cash will be credited with 500. So how to calculate the salary if an employee has joined in middle of the month or a date other than the first? Suppose an employee has joined on 7th of January. So how the salary will be calculated? We are including 7th of January. So 31, we have 31 days in January minus 6. So this employee has worked 25 days. This is the first step. First of all, in the first step, calculate the number of days worked. So this employee has worked 25 days. The next step is calculate per day salary. So per day salary will be total salary divided by 30, because as per UAE labor law we have to consider 30 days in a month irrespective of the total number of days in a month like January, February or any other month. So divided by 30. So this figure will be the per day salary, 333.33. Gross salary for this employee would be per day salary multiplied by number of days worked, that would be 8,333. And again you will make the same entries, you will book your expense with this amount.